is up, everybody? Welcome back, or for the first time, to another dljworks video. Welcome for the first time or back to another dljworks video. There we go, we got it correct. Today what I'm going to talk about, if you saw in that last video on the Tupac method, we're now going to talk about how you can actually achieve success by giving up your spare time. Stay tuned after this intro. You know, one of the hardest things for me in terms of this whole YouTubing and making videos and just any other endeavor that I've embarked on is the reality that I have to give up spare time. The reason that, besides just the good blessing of God right now in terms of me being in a position, a financial position I am as a web designer and developer, is that in the prior years since 2011, going to school at DeVry and then after DeVry, just countless evenings just coding and working on these projects and taking on little minor things for people, doing some graphic design, some Photoshop jobs for people, building websites for my church and some random strangers, and just taking it seriously and just giving up any spare time that I had and just seeing these projects through, building ugly websites and just getting better and better and better. That you're depositing little things into an unknown bank, an unforeseen bank that you cannot see. I'm not going to say unknown bank, but an unforeseen bank. And it's just stacking up. It's just compounding over time. And you're just getting better and better and better. And that's what happens when you invest. You decide to invest your spare time into actually building something. The reason it's such a hard reality for me is because I love playing video games. Like, I've grown up on Nintendo and Super Nintendo and RPGs and Final Fantasy. Even right now as I make this video, I just got a Switch and I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. And oh man, that game, I'm still trying to decide, do I really want to invest all this time into exploring this game right now? And the answer absolutely is just yes. Like, I think about that game a lot. I think about two things, right? Three. I think about God, family, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it's just crazy. But even still with that, you know, I think about the spare time that I had. Right now, I'm in a play, and I actually have to go rehearsing a little bit, but the spare time that I had in between leaving work and going to that rehearsal was a perfect time for me to make a video. All throughout the day, I've been sitting up here just thinking, just kind of sketching out and scripting a video in my head and exactly what I wanted to say and what I wanted to share with you guys. And that's just capitalizing on your spare time. And a lot of people will tell you that even in the focus of this video, most of our spare time comes, and if you have children like me, and I have 4 of them, I have 4 kids. If you have children like I do, your spare time usually comes when the kids are inside the bed, when the kids are going to bed. They're nice, nestled asleep. Whatever your bedtime setting is at 8:30, wherever the case may be, and that's grind time. You know, a couple of hours will make a huge difference in your life. And it sounds cliche, but it's so true. And you have to, when you have those 2 hours, they're so precious. You have to go in those 2 hours. You have to go hard. You have to go ham. And you have to actually have a plan before you just enter in that. Because if you enter those 2 hours, post the kids going to bed, and I'm talking to parents and people who actually have families, if you go in there without a plan, then you're just going to be spending those 2 hours actually planning. And the way that you actually want to do that, you want to spend some of your day that you actually have, that little spare time that you actually want to do. You want to think about what I want to use those 2 hours for. What do I need to actually do? So the minute that you actually get into that, you know, my kid's bedtime, for example, is at 8:30. So from the time about 8:30 to 10:30, I'm hitting it hard by doing these other projects and making sure that I'm holding myself accountable to the people that I've made commitments on. And I'm very, like, you know, I could be very loser-ish in terms of that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times you grind so much, and then you do want to have that spare time where you want to relax, you want to do things, but then something inside you says that, you know, you got to keep working. You got to uphold these responsibilities, these commitments that you decided to be verbal about and agree to, you know, and you have a desire to just be successful, whatever your definition of success is, and really get up there, you know. So using that spare time is going to be the most critical thing to your success, to building what you want to be and to where you want to actually be at. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you want to, like, just be building a business in your spare time. I don't know what you want to do. I really don't. You know, the whole purpose of this video is that you have to, that spare time is the most critical time, and you have to plan it accordingly into whatever you want to accomplish. And for me, I'll just go ahead and share my goals. For me, my goal is to my goals are to actually, be financially comfortable enough to where hopefully I won't have to work. I can just wake up in the morning. I can wake up on my own volition. I can sit up and play games whenever I want to. I can just focus on just church things, Bible things. Like, those are things that I actually want to do and just focus all of my time on. But right now, this is the position I'm in. I'm in a very grateful position to actually be, employed where I'm at right now, and to continue to do the work that I'm doing and producing these YouTube videos, making the thumbnails for them. These are things that I enjoy, and these are things when I actually have the spare time, I capitalize and I go ahead and I get busy, and I make every single minute, second, nanosecond just count. So spare time. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to sacrifice that TV time, that work time. And yeah, you hear all the big wigs talking about it, but listen to the little guy. All right, listen to the average Joe right now, and I'm telling you, you're going to have to get that time up if you want to achieve the level of success that you're looking to achieve. And I can't define what success is for you, but I'm telling you right now, whatever that is, your spare time, that spare change, you're going to have to spend it. All right? Now, be sure to watch this video right here, because this will also give you some more information about me and teach you who I am as you're continuing to watch this video. Thanks again for watching. I'll see y'all over here. God bless y'all.